In today's review, I'm going to be showing you how to turn these old faded grey jeans to black again. We're reviewing Dylon All-In-1 dye, fabric dye, machine wash pod, intense black colour, but it will apply for all the same colours in the range. And you're watching FlorenceBallardA3060 on film. So, one of the main issues you have with jeans and a lot of clothes is they fade. These pair of jeans were actually jet black when I got them. They've also ended up being bleached. That's some mould spray that dropped on there. It turned it white, it's grey. Now, rather than go out and spend £30–40 on a new pair of jeans, I'll show you how you, for about £5 or £7, depending on where you buy this from, you can turn these back to their original form and let the washing machine do all the work for you. You can buy hand wash dyes of these, but this is a machine wash one, and I'll show you just how simple it is with this to revive your old clothes. They have many different colours, but this is intense black. I've already used one of these products before, so I have actually can say it works. And I'll show you what to do. So we look at the pod here. Easy to use, just place it in the drum. Little washing machine symbol there. Let's also show you how to use it. Here's your instructions here. So put damp fabrics and unwrapped colour pod in the washing machine. Run a full cotton cycle, 30 or 40 degrees Celsius. Then you run another 40 degrees Celsius with detergent, removing the empty pod, and then one last cycle to rinse out the washing machine. You can only use it in a front loader. Don't use it if you are using a vertical axis top loading washing machine. In the UK, however, I don't know many people that will be using that, but if you're viewing in America or Australia, you probably will be using a top loader. I'll show you how simple it is. You do have a little instruction booklet at the top. And I'll show you how to get into that, what we do. So a lot of my product demonstrations do tend to just review the product, but this is also showing you how to do it. So it's all instructions written in all different languages, so I'm sure it will cover. Yeah, for best results, read full instructions and helpful hints before starting. The shade you will achieve depends on 3 things: fabric type, fabric amount, 600 grams of dry fabric to the full shade. Now, you don't need to sit there reading that because I'm going to show you just how to use this. So first thing we need to do is wet our clothes or fabric. We're just dyeing one pair, but I have dyed 2 pairs using one pod and it worked just as well. So you can either just quickly soak it in a bucket of water and then wring it out, or you can throw it in the washing machine for a quick rinse. I'm just going to soak it in a bowl and wring it out and place it in the machine. Simple bowl of water, just drop your fabric in, just let it soak in. Just like so. And just wring it out. And simply throw it straight into your washing machine. And that's so simple. So I will show you how to open. There's a little peeling line here. You can pick up from here as well, pull that off. You just got to have all the wrapping off before you put that in the machine. Bit of ASMR for you though. And just pull. It's like opening an Activia yogurt pot. And you can see in there, it's black and white. Now, if you're using the hand wash dye, you will also need to use table salt, or just the salt that these guys sell. The pods have the dye and the salt combined into one. All you have to do is put it in the machine and the washing machine does all the work for you. So just like so. Bear in mind it will clatter around on the machine a bit. Like so. You don't need to add any detergent for this one. You will add that in the next wash you do. You have to do 2 cycles. And I'll explain why as we go along. So for me, I'm just going to select Express Wash 40. It's a quick wash cycle at 40 degrees. Don't need anything longer than that, and I'll just go with that and show you how we go. Now is when the magic will start to happen. Do you ever want it to be Spencer from Ballamore mixing your colours? No, this is a chance. It look like, or if you ever want it to be like Harry Potter, because this will look like something out of Hogwarts. There you go. You see all the dye around the machine there. That's why you will have to rinse everything out. And these are my work jeans, which where I work I'm required to wear black, and these are slowly fading over time. Good job I never did this in the LG, because that would have gone all over the place and I never would have been able to get it out. But yeah, you get the idea of what it's going to do. And now just keep tumbling and flushing that in. It's like you're just throwing ink in there. Alright, come towards the end of the cycle. Showing the final rinse of this cycle, we do 2 rinses. There is still black present in the dye, well, the dye in the water, but it's not as bad. But you see, this is why you need to run another cycle, because what it's also now doing is getting the excess dye out of the clothes. But yeah, there's still a tinge, and you'll see your door seal will be. So I'll explain you through the process. The machine will be about to go into the final spin, and then I'll show you the unloading afterwards. The full results though won't be until after. And you might not really want to touch the clothes after this because they need to be rinsed out thoroughly. But yeah, that's just to show that there is a lot of dye in there at present. That's the water coming up from the drain. Yeah, it looks like something out of Hogwarts, or like the bubonic plague. It's more bluish. It's a very bluish black dye. Yeah, that's that. So that's on the final spin, and that'll just get all the excess out. Okay, so it's time to see the end results. So that's the first part done. Oh god, I forgot how much the door swings out on this machine. Right, so you can see the machine is bleeding black. That's why now I wipe this around the door seal. Look at all that comes off. That's why you need to now do another cycle. So there's a lot of dye on that, so I'm not really going to touch that, but we need to get the pot out, which is empty now. So what we're going to do now is run a normal cycle as if you're washing a normal pair of jeans with your regular, well, not regular amount of detergent because there's only a small load. I'm just going to get like a cup of detergent and run that through, and then this will help rinse out the excess dye. So without touching the load in the drum, I'm just going to throw in regular single dose of detergent. You can add conditioner as well if you want. That's that. Because if you're doing a normal wash cycle, so I'm going to go ahead and select the same program again, which is Express 40. I don't need any options, we don't have any anyway. And I'll go ahead with so, this is now progressing into the main wash. And this is how we, of course, this is Kirkland detergent I'm using, so it does get a bit salty, but that's that. And that's that, yeah, so this will just help clean the machine out a little bit. Also get rid of the smell that the dye does produce. It doesn't produce anything strong, but there is a little bit of an odour from this. Let's quick update, we're on the final rinse now. And that's pretty much almost clear. There will be a little bit left in there, but yeah, that's just with a bit of conditioner too. And just see the water's gone more of a greyish colour now. Probably what you would expect from washing jeans anyway, when the dye comes out. And that's that. Spin and then that'll be it. We'll stick them in the dryer and then we'll see the final results. And the conclusion on this. There's the water draining out of the final rinse. Hardly a tinge to that or anything at all. So there you go. That's the result you're looking for. And that'll just be going to the spin and that'll be it. I mean, I'll also show you how to clean the machine out as well. Okay, time to check the results. Move the camera back so this time we don't smack the door. So, actually nudie black pair of jeans. Of course, we are a little bit darker because the load is still a bit wet. So I will give that a tumble dry. And then we'll see how we get on from there. Yeah, we've actually done quite well, to be honest. Okay, so I'll put that in the dryer and then we'll see what comes from there. Before we do the results, all that's left now is to clean the machine out. So if your washing machine, such as an LG or Samsung, also has a dedicated tub clean function, or if you have a washer dryer, so the Miele washer dryer which has the tub clean function as well, it should be rinse out fluff. You can put it on that, which will basically be a fast spinning cycle full of water. I, however, have just got to stick with a normal rinse and spin. What I tend to do with this is I get it on a fast spin and then I select a rinse cycle for it to fill up and spin round. But I will just select this on a standard rinse cycle. They do recommend you put detergent in. As you'll see on the instructions, it does tell you run an empty cycle with detergent to clean your machine. So we'll just stick a tiny bit of powder. Literally, small bit. It says run a 30 or 40, but I just run a couple of rinse cycles. And for that I'll put it on the Cotton's rinse and spin. Or the separate rinse starch cycle on Miele's. And that'll just be how that goes. So then we'll come back after. Here's the final conclusion. So this here is our newly, freshly dyed, washed and dried pair of jeans. These were a light grey before they went in the machine using Dylon, but with the help of that, we've achieved this lovely sort of, well, we could say charcoal grey. This is actually the colour these jeans were when I got them. Although they were slightly darker. You won't ever really dye it back to the same colour, but it's going to do perfectly. It looks a bit darker in some places because there's still bits where it's drying. I have actually iron dried this and used a hairdryer to finish it off. But you will achieve like this kind of colour. Now, what I'm quite impressed to see it's done is there were some bleach stains along here. It hasn't covered them completely, but they are literally invisible. So that's another good sign, because a lot of my clothes from where I work, I often get cleaning products on them. And unfortunately, some of those things have had bleach in them, such as mould spray, which was what I got on this, and I had bleach, so it damaged a good pair. But depending on where you get your jeans from, some of them can be very expensive, up to about £40–50. So it's good to be able to use something to dye it back. Dylon also do a jeans blue colour as well. There's a whole range of dyes that you can use. I've had the Intense Black because it's what I've done for jeans. This is the second pair that I've actually dyed. Or third pair actually, because I did 2 last year, which when I had my Ultima Reviews channel, yes, I'm sure some people might remember that temporary channel that I started called Ultima Reviews, and I started it last year in around January, and I just literally thought, oh well, I didn't really think much of it. But I had reviewed a JML Phoenix Gold Free Flight iron on there. I reviewed that old white knight that I had, and I was in the process of reviewing Dylon, but I never got around to doing it because, yeah, just simply ended up forgetting about the channel, really. So, Dylon dye, perfect. Let's talk about where you can buy it and some of the other colours they might do. So, this is the Dylon Intense Black all-in-one fabric dye to use in your washing machine. As I mentioned earlier at the start of the video, Dylon also do hand wash ones that you can use in the sink or bathtub if you're not wanting to put it in your washing machine. But honestly, I do recommend using this one instead, because you literally pop it off, put it in the machine, and the washing machine does all the work for you. Otherwise, with the hand wash ones, you have to let it sit, you've got to stir it. There's a lot more having to stand around and do it yourself. Whereas this, just put it in. If you don't, if you've got a bit of time, maybe about a couple of hours to do so, because you're going to probably need about half an hour, 40 minutes for every cycle. But I recommend really using the quick wash or fast wash cycle on your machine, express wash, rapid wash, whatever it's down as. So Dylon also do some other ones. I mentioned they do jeans blue. There's also ocean blue. I've seen red tulip plum colour they did as well. Tulip red. There's endless colours, emerald green. So if you have any of these kind of clothes that you wish to either restore the colour to, or even if you want to change the colour. So I've got some old white shirts, or even I've got some white towels that I've got. And I was looking at them thinking it'd be nice to sort of put a different colour on them. So I'm thinking I might get a white towel, and we'll see what happens if we dye it with a load of colours. They don't do a white dye, but there's beige available on the hand wash one. If you do buy the hand wash one, remember you also need the salt. Dylon do a bag of salt, but you can just use regular table salt if you have that at home. More convenient. The instructions are different for those, so you will have to read those. But I hope this video has proved helpful for anyone who was wanting to do the same as me. I know there's someone where I work who wanted to do the same thing with one of their clothes, so I hope you better find this one. But yes, so you can buy this at some supermarkets sell these. I found these at Robert Dyer's. I found them in Wilko. In fact, a lot more places are doing this. Online, Amazon, as you know, will sell you these. But you can also go to Dylon's website. I'm going to link it in the description below where to buy it from, including the price. So click on there. Or if not, go and visit these places in store. Support your local businesses. But give it a go. If you've got some old clothes lying around instead of throwing it out, or you think, oh wow, I've just found that, I haven't had that for a few years and it looks a bit faded, get some of this, put it in the machine, and see, for yourself the results. You'll be dying to use that. Ha ha ha, funny pun. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that very much, guys, and I've got lots more stuff to review. I have not forgotten about the chocolate milk one. And stay tuned, guys, because just for you lot, I have also filmed a video of the Hotpoint 9530 again. Getting so many more videos of it on that machine, but what I'm doing is recording videos of it and then I'm putting a review or something in between. So, breaks it up a bit and doesn't make you guys tired of watching her. I have also bought a new bed throw, so we need to wash that in the 9530, and I'll do a video of that. Nice red one. Okay, guys, not going to make this video too long. Brilliant results, perfect. I'm happy to be able to wear these jeans back to work again. And, well, they're just regular jeans too. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.